Good morning, everybody. I'm out in my yard doing my first walk through this spring to really look at some of my plants, and I thought I'd point a few things out to you because I know I'm already getting questions when people are calling, talking to my clients, and they're concerned about some of their plants. So this is what I'm seeing in my own landscape. Evergreens that have had copious amounts of snow piled on them through the winter are splayed open, so we can see, the branches are laying down, some are still covered in the snowbergs, and hopefully what normally happens is that once this snow melts off and the weight is taken off the branch, it just bounces back. So don't do anything with this shrub right now. Don't try to move the snow off of it, because that'll actually cause more harm than good. And as long as these branches aren't cracked down here, this will be just fine. So in my yard, it's a little too soon to tell what the dog spot damage might be from the winter, because I can't see the ground in large areas quite yet. But guaranteed, there's going to be some dog spots that reveal themselves. And the best thing to do with those areas, if they're small, like smaller than a soccer ball diameter, is just to take a rake to them, rake up the dead grass, maybe put down a little bit of seed and let it grow back in from the edges. If they're really big, expansive areas, then you might have to do an actual lawn repair. These two boxwoods were planted last year. They were transplants from someplace else. They look pretty good. We sprayed them with wilt stop in the fall so that hopefully they wouldn't dry out from drying winds or freeze-thaw cycles. And so far they look good, but it might be a little bit too soon to tell. What I'll be looking for is any browning that pops up as the temperatures continue to warm. And the last thing that I'm looking at is my trees. So look up and look for anything that might be broken from winter storm damage or even from the year before. And I see this horizontal branch right there is a broken branch that's just sitting up there. So I can see that right now because the leaves are not on the tree, and I will get a tall or a long pole that can reach way up there and just pop that out. Maybe I'll need my pole saw if it's still attached. A different tree here in my front yard is an oak tree. It's a young one, but it's a nice bur oak tree. It was properly pruned already, but I will tell you what, oak trees can only be pruned when, rule of thumb, there would be snow on the ground, so during the dormant season, and that's because they are so susceptible to insect and disease issues if they are pruned during the season, particularly oak wilt. This is a bur oak, so it's not as susceptible. Oak wilt generally hits the red oak family, but nonetheless, we don't take chances with oaks. We only prune them in the dormant season. So just a quick 5-minute walk around your property, early spring, late winter, as the case may be, can help you prepare for the season by just letting you know what's going on out here. One other thing that I don't have a good photo to show you of, but I know I'm going to see it too as the snow recedes a little bit, so on my next video I'll probably show you, is some snow mold and vole activity. With the amount of snow that we had covering our landscape this winter and the duration that it was covering it, I know that there's going to be some damage out on those lawns. Hopefully just minor, and it'll grow right through. Until next time, have a beautiful day.